Hello, great people. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome to a moment with Blessing Akan. Please give this video a thumbs up, share this video with friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hello, great people. Welcome back to today's episode. I'm super excited to have this beautiful moment with you. Today I have a very important guest, a woman I admire so much. She's a marriage and relationship counselor. She's my friend, Mrs. Victoria Yoosuff. You are welcome.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys today.
Thank you. You know, she's an author of books. Like, she have written a lot concerning marriage and relationship. This is one of her book, A Step to Marital Bliss. And this is another book, My Seed. This is about parenting. It's a must-read book, I must tell you guys. Go purchase these books. So today we'll be discussing a very important aspect. You know, people are so much interested when it comes to relationship, because relationship and marriage is an important aspect in life. We need to keep learning about it so that we don't make mistakes, so that our relationship can work. You know, most relationships have failed. Marriages have failed due to one reason or the other, and that is what we are discussing today. I and Mrs. Victoria, she have a lot to tell us why marriage or relationship fail. Okay guys, like I said, our topic is why relationship and marriages fail. Over to you, Miss Victoria. Talk to us.
All right. The reasons why marriages fail are so many. They are numerous. They could be as little as your temperament. It could just be as little as children. But right now we're going to focus on something that are not so common, but also causes havoc in our marriages. Number one on my list today is gratitude. When couples don't appreciate each other, it can cause a whole lot of problem in the home. Imagine when a husband does all he can to take care of the home, he provides, and yet the wife doesn't appreciate his efforts. It goes a long way to demean him as a man, and it has a negative effect over time. And another thing is when the wife appreciates but the husband does not. There needs to be a balance in the home to make that marriage work. So when there is lack of gratitude, when you don't appreciate each other enough, it can have a sour taste in the mouth, and it's not good for our marriages. So today I'll encourage you to start appreciating your spouse more than you have ever done before. No matter how little it is, if it's the money they've given you, appreciate them. If it's a call, appreciate them. Whatever that it is that your spouse does for you at home, go out of your way to constantly appreciate them. It goes a long way, because our elders have a saying that when you appreciate something today, you get much more tomorrow. So it's very important that every spouse, every couple, if you're going to make your life or your marriage successful and blissful, you have to go out of your way to constantly appreciate them. And if you appreciate your spouse, you'll be able to appreciate your children, you'll be able to appreciate workers and cleaners and people around you.
Okay. So lack of gratitude or appreciation is one of the reasons why marriages or some marriages fail.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Another point is lack of understanding. When husband and wife don't understand themselves, it goes a long way to bring cracks in the home, because a way a man thinks is different from that of a woman. The way we appreciate things, the way we view life, our philosophy is different. So if you don't understand your spouse, if you don't know their strengths and their weaknesses, it has a way of harming your relationship. So it's important to study them, study their love language, study what they like, study what they don't like, and then avoid the things they don't like, and then focus on the strengths. In that way, your marriage will be more blissful. Okay. Then another thing I want to talk about is misappropriation of priorities. A lot of people have wrong placement. When they talk about money, a lot of people think everything in marriage is money. Yes, money is good, but money can only buy a limited thing for you. So it's important for you to know how to place your priorities concerning money. Know how to save, know how to invest, know how to appreciate your spouse with your money, and also know how best to know that everything isn't money. And it's also important that you understand that your family matters a lot. If you don't place your parents or your spouse above several other things, you will have a lot of clashes in the home. So it's important that you place priorities on money rightly. And then when it comes to food, I see a lot of people, women, they know how to cook good food, but they don't know how to present it like professional chef. Like I said in my book, every woman should present your food to your spouse as a professional chef. You arrange it well in a tray and then you present it well as a chef. Because if you're going to a 5-star hotel, they will treat you well, they'll speak well to you, and you'll be pleased to go back again and again. It's also important that when it comes to sex, a lot of people shy away from it, but it's important because sex is one of the things that makes your marriage grow. If you know how to prioritize it well, know that it's not food quite alright like people say, but it's important because if you know how to say no to your spouse in the right sense of it, even if you're not in the mood, but you say it in a way that he knows that you're not just rejecting him totally. It's just that maybe you're tired, and that is if you're really tired. But it shouldn't be a means of punishment to your spouse, and it shouldn't be a way of also rewarding your spouse, because it's important that you know that this thing is there because God has put it there. So it's important that you know how best to appreciate sex. Use it to build your marriage and not to destroy your home. Then another thing is communication. If you know how to talk well, speak well to your spouse, it will go a long way. You know how to affirm them. If you don't do it well, I see a lot of people calling spouse horrible names, and it's actually bad. That can break your home. But if you know how to appreciate your spouse, if you know how to tell them good things, affirm them, encourage them with your words, it will go a long way to build your home. But when you do the reverse, if you insult your spouse, if you tell them you regret the day you married them, if you tell them they are good for nothing, things, horrible things like that, it will really break your home in the long run. So those are the few steps that I know that can actually break homes if they are not well managed.
Wow! Oh, I can't wait to be married. You know, thank you so much, Miss Victoria. You know, you have said all. You have said it all. I mean, all you said is nothing but the truth. Now, let's quickly look at it from the relationship angle. You know, before getting into marriage, there's something called dating and relationship. Now, to me, I believe that most of the things that cause misunderstanding or failure in marriage and in relationship is as a result of how it all started. Like, for instance, most people don't define their relationship. Like, they go into a relationship for the wrong reason. And if you don't define your relationship, there's a possibility that that relationship will fail. It will not even lead to marriage, and you begin to question yourself. It's because it was not even defined from the beginning. And the second point is, like she said, lack of communication is very, very important. Most partners don't prioritize communication. They don't see it like they don't give you attention, and you know, it can make a relationship to fail, and even marriage too. Also, expecting too much from your partner. Expecting too much from your partner can also make your relationship or your marriage to fail. You know, we are not perfect. We are not perfect, and we make mistakes as humans. So it is important for us not to always expect perfection and expect too much from our partners. It also makes relationship and marriage to fail. And another point is always complaining and nagging. Like, you complain too much. Any little thing, you start talking, you know, and men sometimes they just need their space. You know, and women, we want to talk, we want to complain. So it is not good. This is not healthy for your relationship or your marriage. When you complain too much, you nag. It is not good. And the fourth point is not being truthful, like telling lies. It's common too. Most people, they are not sincere in their words, and because of that, their relationship cannot work, because not everybody can tolerate that. And like you said, lack of respect too. Lack of respect. If you don't respect your partner, you will fail in your relationship. And the last point, which I think is also very important, is depending too much on your partner. Most people, like, they have nothing to offer. There is this belief that, you know, you talk about money. You know, most women, they believe that it is the man that should do everything for me, provide everything, which is very wrong, okay?
Yeah.
So it gets to a point, even the man will be tired of you. So as a woman, have something to offer. There should be something you are also bringing in, because if you depend too much on this man, it won't work. It gets to a time where he began to see other people, how their wives or their spouse are living, how they are being supportive, and you have nothing to offer. So depending too much on your partner can also make your relationship or your marriage to fail. So what is your last word for us today, Mrs. Victoria?
Well, the thing I would like to say is it's important that you have the right mindset before you go into relationship. Either it is marriage or just dating, it's important to have the right mindset that you have something tangible to offer. You should know yourself and know what you can bring to the table. You don't just go into a relationship with the expectation that people will take care of you. You should also take care of yourself. If you can take care of yourself very well, then you can go into marriage or relationship, because maturity is what will help you. Your beauty, your face, your makeup, your hair, or the way you speak, your six-pack, everything can actually attract the lady or attract the guy. But if you don't have good character, if you don't have the right mindset, if you don't have much to offer, then you will fail. So it's our hope that you will work on these aspects so that you can become better in your relationship and in your marriage.
Thank you so much, Miss Victoria. I've learned a lot today. I'm super excited. Thank you guys. We love you. See you in our next episode. Bye.